Hi everyone, this is Tammy at Snowstorm Crafts, and if you're new here, welcome, and if you've been here before, welcome back. So today we are going to make a fun fabric bowl. And yes, I've seen the videos on Louisa Hensel, and I'll post hers down below, and 49 Dragonflies Barbara. They did an amazing job, and I've been wanting to do this for years, never done it. Honestly, and then when I saw, and I'm like, oh yeah, I really have been wanting to do this for a long time. And I don't know if you guys saw my other video, but I have so many fabric scraps that I am selling in my Etsy shop. So it's perfect. I mean, I had someone come the other day and they said, we're making fabric bowls. And this is just the other day when the videos and stuff came out with, with Louisa and Barbara. And I'm like, well, good thing I got scraps here because I got lots in my Etsy shop. And so they got a bunch and they're all excited to make them too. So come check them out. I got them for sale for 3 ounces per bag. And I got them very reasonably priced. And yeah, come watch the video. I'll put it on the end screen. If you guys want to come check out the video of me bagging them and cutting them and showing you, examples of what, fabrics will always differ, of course. They're always going to be different. But I have a huge variety of different fabrics because my mom is a quilter and she sends me lots of different fabrics and stuff that we can all play with. So fabric bowls are really fun to do. I've personally never actually made one, but I want to make one with you guys today. And I will put the Etsy link down below so you guys come get some. I mean, let's play with fabric. I love it. I love this idea. So what I have here is just some Elmer's glue and water mixture, and it's just 50-50. However, the consistency is that you feel, and I'll kind of judge it as I'm going along if I need to add just more glue than water or, however. But I think it's going to work just fine with the 50-50 because you don't want it too thick because then it just is too sticky, So I think adding a little bit of water to it helps a lot. Okay, so I got that mixture. It's already mixed up in here, and this is my little container that I use. And just a bigger paintbrush, so you're not having a teeny one and just doing it forever. So a wider paintbrush is always, really helpful. A bowl. I think any kind of bowl will work. I would suggest, I don't know about a glass bowl or a, like a hard wood bowl or something, because I kind of want something that's going to give when I'm going to take off the bowl, the actual fabric on it. So I'm going to try a plastic one today. It's just a big ice cream container. And I think this one would be fun to play with. I got tons of fabrics. And let's get started. Oh, we need this. Cling and seal. Just saran wrap. Anything you got. And we're going to cover the whole bowl. We're going to turn it upside down like this. Cover the whole bowl. So let's just start doing that. Okay. So we're just going to take... And then if we have to get masking tape involved, we can. That masking tape might work better. Just in case we have to tape it on the inside or something. So all the fabric will be going on the outside here because we're going to make the shape of whatever bowl that you're using. Okay. So we're going to cover it. We're going to tuck it. Okay, so I'm just going through and making sure that there's none of the plastic coming through. And just kind of push up the sides, you know, just kind of push it down. And just double check, because we don't really want any of it touching the plastic bowl. Okay, I think I got it. I think we're on to something here. So what we're going to start off doing is getting our glue ready. And this is going to take a good amount of glue, I'm pretty sure. But that's okay. So I figure Elmer's glue, you know, why not? Just school glue, PVA glue, anything cheap. You don't really need the expensive stuff for this. All right, so what we're going to start off with is turning our fabric good side facing in. Like this is the back of it. This is the good side. So you're going to want it to go like this. So when you look in your bowl, you can see the good fabric on the inside, okay? And what I'm wanting to do is put a big old piece on the bottom of it here. Okay, so we just started our gluing. So just put your glue down first. And I'm going to check to see if this is too watery, but I don't know. I mean, I can add more glue to my little bowl here. But I think this is going to be okay. There we go. So good side facing that way. And just plan on getting messy, because that's what's going to happen. So we're going to have a good time. It's going to stick to me everywhere. So I'm just putting glue down wherever the fabric's going to stick. And then put it on top. Wow. Probably not that much, but you know what? It might be that much. Just makes it so I keep dipping it into the bowl. There we go. This might actually work out. I'm probably going to let it sit overnight to dry, but I know when they did their videos, I think it was just a couple hours, but I guess you can keep coming checking it. I don't know if you want it to be solid when you're trying to pop it out of there, but when you're trying to pop it out of your actual bowl. But maybe I'll come back in a couple hours and check it, you know, when it's all said and done. And go from there, you know. And then on these parts, you could just, if it wants to fold over like this, just fold it over. And just glue it down like that. So it kind of reminds you just like of paper mache, if you've ever done, you know, some paper mache work. Pretty much the same thing, but you're using fabric. Okay, so if it wants to pleat, just kind of pleat it and go with it. Especially with the round, you know, that's happening here. It's just natural. Make sure you guys can see here. There we go. So I'm apparently just saturating the fabric here. So I'm just taking it and folding it where it wants to go. There we go. Okay, getting some of that off the top. You don't need this big of a piece. I mean, I could have trimmed the sides here, but might as well just use it, right? Let's see how it turns out. And I can see that I can make, you know, way more of these. It's going to be fun. And these are great to, you know, to put ephemera in, to put, you know, you can put fabric back in it if you want to. You can, you know, like have it for a little stash area. Maybe some finished ephemera, you know, that would be a fun idea too. Just anything like that. I mean, it's gonna be a little basket thing by the time we're done with it here. And you can put all kinds of stuff in it. Okay, so I'm just making sure that that's all pasted down, this first little part here, that it has enough glue everywhere. There we go. And then just rub it down. All right, so now I'm just gonna start piecing together. Now you gotta think, your bowl will be like this. So if you have any things with pictures on it that are directional, you know, that need to be up or down or whatever, I don't know if I do. Just make sure to put them where they're upright. So I got a lot of green happening here. Let's do this here. Little puppy paws. That'd be fun. All right, you know what? Well, why not? Let's wrap it around. Because there's already glue on the bottom here, so. I mean, really, there is no rhyme or reason to any of it. So I will definitely do this layer, and oh, I did it the wrong way, didn't I? So you gotta put it inside. Put the paws on the inside so you can see them. Okay, you guys are probably yelling at me. So yeah, so just make sure to do that on the inside, and then we'll do one more layer with everything pretty on the outside for the, you know, so when you're looking at it. So you're just going through, piecing everything together. I'm just wrapping this around. I mean, you guys can, you know, do however you want. And just do patchwork on it too, which is fun. But I figured this would be kind of cool. Just kind of like that. Put a little band around it. Okay. There we go. This is just part of a bandana here. Right here. I mean, if some sticks up higher, we'll just either fold it down in the end process and see what that, oh, we gotta do. I don't know if bandana matters. I think they're the same on both sides. So that doesn't even matter. Okay. I'm making a mess on my desk. There we go. And this is a thinner material, so might not need as much glue. All right. So I'm just going to continue the process and just keep going all the way around it. This is the fun part though, getting super sticky. So I just left all these little fabrics on the top, just like that, you know, sticking up, because we might be able to do something fun with those. And I'm just making sure everything is done and glued. Okay, let's see. So I'll show you. Ooh, don't let it sit too long, it'll stick. So let's see. So we got all of it done, all the way around. So you just need to get whatever, however you want to do it, and just get the outside of it looking like a bowl and everything covered. Like cover all the plastic and all that good stuff, okay? Now what I want to do is, I thought it'd be kind of fun just to go through, and you know the ends that you have, like all your end cuts on your fabrics? How fun would that be just to put these around, you know, maybe do some at the top up here. kind of, I don't know. I just kind of got all these little end cuts, you know, that are on the ends of your, like, Tulle pink. I mean, how fun is that? So I don't know if I want to make it uniform or just kind of put them around, you know? And then I have a surprise fun thing that we could do. I think that would be kind of cool. I got a couple ideas that might be fun. So I just, whatever you got. So now this one on the outside, what you're supposed to do is take your fabrics and whatever, anything you want to show, like all your pretty fabrics and stuff that you want them this way. So you want to stick it so where the goods coming out at you. Okay. Now that we made the inside of our bowl look pretty, we're gonna make the outside of our bowl look pretty. So just go through, see what you got. I'm seriously just gonna take it and, I mean, how fun would this be? Just to do some fun little end pieces here. I don't know, just gonna kind of play around and don't really need to put glue underneath it unless yours is drying up, you know, put some glue underneath and then glue on top, just like we did, you know, for the inside. So I'm just gonna go through and glue these down. All right. Okay. And let's see. I mean, I just even got some ripped, frayed, fun little things here. There really is no rhyme or reason. Just look through your stuff, see what you got, and, you know, just see what you want to glue down. There's just so many ways you can do and decorate this, you know. This is very therapeutic. I like it. This is fun. I'm amazed I haven't made a million of these before, you know. It's like, geez. Oh, now see, this is cool too. Look at that. So I'm just taking strips and just playing around with them. It doesn't have to be the end cuts. I mean, this is just a strip. So. Like that. I'm probably going to do the rest of this just on a time lapse so you guys see what I'm doing here. I'm just taking it and layering it up and just going around in circles here. Just make sure there's enough glue underneath and you're putting enough glue on top, and pretty much that's it. So I'm going to do this in time lapse and we'll meet up at the end. This far, I think it turned out pretty cool. Hey, look at that. So I went and smoothed it all out and tried to get it all good here. And now I'm thinking I'll go ahead and cover the bottom, but I don't know if I need to because it's pretty thick. But I think I'm gonna, just to double it up. And then there's some fun things I want to do at the end here. Well, a couple things. I have a couple ideas. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'll get the bottom doubled up down here and we'll go from there. Okay, so I got the bottom done here and I just kind of cut it into a round. I did it just in a round shape here. So hopefully that'll be good. And now what I want to do is, because I did a lot of white on here, and I want to grunge it up. So I got my coffee. So I thought this would be fun. I mean, let's get some grunge happening here. Yeah, I'll just use this brush. So you can paint it. This is just coffee and water, just instant coffee and water. So do some splats on it. If you're going to store your coffee and water in a container, I suggest putting some rubbing alcohol in there, and then you will not, it won't mold as fast. I mean, I've had this in there for a while, at least a month or so, and I mean, it seems to be doing pretty good. So yeah, that's my suggestion, is to just make sure to add a little just rubbing alcohol, you know. What is it? Isopropyl? Isopropyl? I don't even know if I say that right every time. The isopropyl rubbing alcohol. It works great. Okay. And same with a spritz bottle. So that's my Rit dye. Oh, right here. So I just got coffee and water. So you can do that. So I'm just kind of grunging it up. I wonder if I should put another band across the top. I might do that in some spots here. So I'm just going through and making it my own, just kind of doing a little dyeing of the fabrics. Now is a good time to do it while it's wet, you know, because then you don't have to wait for dry time. And then this is a Rit dye, which is my liquid dyes that I have, and they dye fabric and paper, and they're concentrate liquid, so you mix them with water, and that's what I did in here. And this is my aquamarine blue, so I think that would go good with some of the blue we have happening. So just, you know, little spritz here and there, kind of bring out some of the blue colors. Okay. I'm kind of scared to set it on this. I'd be careful not putting it down on the flat part here on the bottom, because you might rip off that. So I'm just going to lay it like that. And let's see, what else do we got? I got some black Rit dye. There we go. And then if you get some on the table, I'll just go like that. Nice. Okay. So like I'm saying, there's no rhyme or reason. I'm just dyeing it up. Yeah, I think I'm going to put another band right here because this is getting a little flimsy. So I think I need a little more second layer right there. So I'm going to finish doing this. That's black. Oh, this might be my... No, that's black. I think this is black and wine colored. That might be the black and wine because this is my black right here. Let's see. And I think this is black and wine. So, I mean, just go through, find any of your you know, distress oxides, of course. Any of that stuff would work great. This is denim blue, so that might be kind of fun. Kind of get some denim colors, and you can swirl it. I mean, how fun is this, you know? I love making messes. Yeah. And then just roll it around. There. I think that turned out really cool. I'm happy with that. You could even take some acrylic paints. I mean, take your gold. Here, let's take a little bit of gold here. And I got my little silicone mat, so just do like this. And I know what works best for splattering, and let's see if I can find it. Oh, there it is a fan brush, which is great. Let's see. Let's water it down. A little bit more, but you can see. But yeah, definitely take some of your acrylic. Okay, so I think I got it where I want it and how I want it. I think it turned out really cool. Okay, let's see. I got gold on the bottom, so that's fun. I think that's kind of cool. All right, so I think it's looking good. Now, what I want to do is, let's see, I'm thinking here. All right. It is messy because I put all the paint on it. Kitty, she's so funny. She's out there playing with something on the floor. I didn't know what that noise was. What do you got? I don't know what she's doing. What are you playing with, Betty? What do you got? What are you doing? Yeah? Yeah? You're out here playing with something? You are? She's so funny. Yeah? You need to say hi? Yeah. Okay, so back to this. She's so funny. She's out there playing with something. So what I have is, it was a pair of pants, and it's got a really cute pocket on it, and I've kept it forever. So it's just got a little pocket with a button, like that. So I think it would be kind of fun to cut the pocket out. Oh no, I should move this a little bit. Here, let's move that a little bit. And let's cut this pocket. Okay, so we got a pocket, and I'm going to go to my sewing machine and just do some sewing around, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and just did some sewing just around. We can see it better that way maybe. Just some stitching around it. And you guessed it, we're gonna make a little pocket. So how fun would that be, just to have a little pocket on the outside of our little fabric basket here. So what I'm going to be using is Fabric Fix glue. I'm just going to glue it down. Not messing around with Elmer's, because this will work way better because this is thicker and stuff. So I'm just going to glue it. So just any kind of pockets you got, like jean pockets would be amazing. That would be fun. And you could put, you could do the big wider jean pockets and put pencils and pens and all kinds of stuff on the side. And I don't know. I mean, there's just so many options that you could do. And make this like a little tote, carry and tote thing that has, you know, you can have pockets all the way around it and put pencils and stuff in it and all kinds of things like that. So I'm just going to glue this down like that while it's wet, because I think that'll help adhere it when it dries. I mean, I don't know. That's my logic in my brain, I guess. Maybe it's better when it's dry, but we'll find out. One way to find out. So I'm just getting this glued down. And then there we go. Look at this. We got a fun little pocket, guys. So yeah, look through your, keep your old jeans, keep all that, and look at that. Let me put the fun things in there. I mean, it's just fun for looks too. Okay, and then on the other side, so keep your jeans. That's definitely something in your shorts and any kind of pockets that you have, or even like t-shirt pockets. You know, the pockets that have a button, the button-up ones, those are great. Or, you know, stuff like that. They make great little, fun little additives here. So I don't think the glue is going to seep through and close this, but I hope not. I hope not. I think it'll be fine. Okay, so there we go. So we got a little closure on that side, and now I'm going to turn it. Now on this side, I think it would be fun. I have a sweater. So let's see, I'm gonna move this forward. And check it out, how fun is this? So it was a sweater I had, and it just didn't fit anymore, and I didn't, you know, after you have clothes for a while, it's like meh. So I cut it up, and I knew I was gonna use these pieces for something, and I'm gonna take this and put it on the outside right here and glue that down with some Fabrifix glue. But I'm thinking this little guy would be cool because this is too long. I mean, it wouldn't fit on there right. So I don't think that's for this project, but I think it'd be kind of cool to do this, glue it down and make it a little pocket. I mean, what do you guys think? I think that'd be kind of fun. We can have ourselves a little sweater pocket. I mean, that's pretty cool. Just going to cut a little above the image here. Okay. Like that. I mean, it'd be kind of neat to leave the bottom of it too, wouldn't it? I don't know how big a pocket we want, but I kind of like the sweater bottom of it. Or do we want it where it doesn't have it? Because it'd be kind of cool to have a really deep pocket, wouldn't it? To be able to put all kinds of stuff in it. So let's see, maybe I'll just cut the top here a little more. Let's just do maybe part of it. Let's go like this. So yeah, just keep, I mean, fabric is fabric. So keep all that. I don't know if I want to cover up the sunflowers either. So it doesn't have to be directly, well, yeah. That's not too bad. We got more sunflowers on the side, so that's not too bad. Okay. All right. So I think what I'm going to do to make this jazz it up a little bit is go to my sewing machine and do some fun interest sewing around on this. So I will be back. Top up here because I was worried about it fraying, but I figured if I did a sew across it, that it won't fray. So there we go. So I did that. And I got a little cluster here, which is super fun. So I was thinking of taking that and gluing it right here. Do a little glue down. Just for fun. Just kind of make this pocket a little more interesting. Okay. And I thought this was fun. I picked some acorns just out in the yard. I did it last year, so they've been sitting and drying for a while. And I want to incorporate it just because I think it would be fun. And here's a little just fabric cluster. I'm going to set it like this and then just glue it down like that. I mean, wouldn't that be cute? I think that'd be kind of cool. So let's do that. Here, I could probably just staple this together. And then this is where your threads can come in handy too. So just grab some thread. Whoops, sorry about that. Just grab some threads here. I'll pop those down. And then just do a little staple. Glue down. I mean, how cute is that? Is that cute? Okay. And it's easy. I mean, you just take all your scraps around you and just pop them all together, you know? So I'm just going to glue it like that. And I think that will hold. I don't know, I just thought that would be fun because it's on the outside of the basket that we're making here. Little fabric basket. I mean, how cute is that? So how fun is that? Okay. And it's perfect for fall right now. So hopefully that'll set up. Okay. Now let's bring this back into frame. All right, so now I want to make this a nice, fun pocket right here. And for some reason it didn't sew right there, so I'll just do a dab of glue. And voila. So you guys can wait for this to dry before you do this, which would probably be a better idea. But I don't have patience, and it's super fun. But maybe, you know, maybe for this pocket I probably should wait for it to dry. But so what I would do is, and I could show you guys when we come back too, but I'm just gonna take it and probably should wait for that to dry too, but I'm just gonna glue a bead of glue down the side, on the bottom, and up to the top, just like that, and make it a pocket. So I think for now, I'm gonna go ahead and just let this, you know, dry, and then we'll place this on here and then put some fun little things in it and see how this turned out. And I'll come back and check it in a couple hours. And if it's still pretty wet and I don't want to mess with it, I'll probably wait till tomorrow and then come back and I'll continue this video. So I will be back. So I let it dry overnight. And let's see here. It's a little damp still. So let's see if we can get this off of here. So take off the masking tape. I think we should be able to just slide it off of here. I'm just kind of pulling away a little bit and just working the bowl out from the fabric here. Keep the shape. There we go. Oh, you can see it's still wet inside. Okay, so I just wanted to keep it overnight to keep the form and make sure that it's gonna stay, you know. Okay, you can see some of this is a little thinner right here. So it wouldn't have been bad to do, you know, maybe 3 layers or so. Because think about it, the more you layer it up, the thicker it'll be. So that won't be a bad thing. All right. Okay, so this is pretty cool, guys. And I think as it dries too, it'll thicken. It'll be thicker, not as flimsy. Oh, that's actually not wet, you guys. That's just glossy. That's dry. That is dry. Yeah, I thought it was wet. But the sides are. The sides are a little damp here. So, darn it. I wonder if I stuck this back on for a second. There we go. I got too excited. I wanted to take it off. And then now I'm going to put the pocket on. I just needed some stability here. But I think as this dries, it'll better hardening on it. So just make sure, I would just leave it in for maybe 3 hours or so and just see when it gets tacky. Then take the bowl out and then just let it sit overnight before messing with it. Because I think that'll give it a nice hard shell, you know. Like right now it was kind of hard for it to dry because it was with the saran wrap and stuff on the inside of it. So that's the bottom of it. That turned out really cool. It reminds you of like a starry sky. It's kind of fun. And also I would probably do more layers throughout and just thicken it up. That wouldn't be a bad thing. All right, so now I want to take our fun little pocket here and add it. You know, if you have pieces that are coming off like this, just take your Fabrifix glue. That's what I'm gonna do. Because I think I got it probably too thick of pieces here. You know, with the edging on it. So I'm just gonna kind of glue that down. There you go. It's not cheating. There we go. Just to give a little glue down. Not too bad. Okay. But this is fun. My goodness. I could see that this is going to be really cool. And even if I wanted to, I could go ahead and thicken it up too with more layers if need be, you know, because mine's pretty tall. Okay. I'm thinking I want a pocket. I know that pocket's here. I was thinking a fun pocket right here because I'm going to fold all this down and I don't want it to be in the way of the pocket because I think that's going to look kind of neat. You know, all folded down like that. Kind of fun. Okay, so I'm going to do a pocket here. And then who's to say you can't do a pocket all, you know, little pockets all the way around it. Might do that too. It'll help stabilize it. Okay. So I'm just going to do this. Oh, I got it rolling around on me. So there we go. So that's going to be cool. All right. And just any loose pieces that you see, I would just take your Fabrifix glue and kind of just glue it down. Why not? It's a little easy fix there. And I think because it's still a little damp too. So, okay. I'm going to fold the edges down. Give it a little bit of style on the sides like that. Isn't that fun? So that's why you can leave your pieces up high and keep them tall and then just do a little fold down. And that's really cool. Okay. And I'm loving how the die turned out. I mean, look at the little splats and I mean, that just turned out really cool. Just gives it a lot of depth and texture looking. I mean, look at that. That's kind of fun. So I think that turned out really cool. I'm thinking I want another little pocket right here. So let me go see what I can find and we'll do that. All right, so I love this. Now that I took my heat gun to it a little bit, I mean, look at this, you guys. This is so cool. It is holding up. And once it dries more, it's gonna work even better. So, I mean, this is so cool. We made a bowl out of fabric. I mean, how fun is that? So yeah, as I dry it and stuff, it gets more stiff and it's working out great. I'm loving it. But like I said, if you guys find any like flyaways or stuff that's not really stuck down, just take your Fabrifix glue and just kind of go like that and just reinforce it and stick it down. I mean, really, it's no big deal. It works out perfect. All right, so what I want to do is put this back in for just stability for a second. And so I can glue my cool little pocket that we just made. Okay, I'm gonna put that there so it doesn't roll. There we go. And look at that. It's just one of the coin pockets that are in your jeans. And I went ahead and did some fun little stitching here with some like ivy. Then I took and fussy cut out a flower out of this fabric, which I thought was fitting since we're using fabric. Then I took my threads, put those down, I glued them with the Fabrifix, and then did some threads, then did a pretty vintage button on top. Isn't that cool? It's like a heavy duty metal button. So I thought that matched really nice. All right, so now I'm gonna make a little pocket right here, because this is great. I mean, we got ourselves a basket that we can put all kinds of ephemera and stuff in. And then we got ourselves a fun little pocket here all the way around, a bunch of little pockets that we can add different little things to it. So let's get this all glued and then see what we can put in our pockets. Right here. I'm putting this lip underneath right there. Just that little part right here, that little flap. All right, so I thought this was a fun little twist to put some pockets on the outside. And I like that we dyed our fabric too. So that gives it just a little more grungy effect to it. I mean, I'm really liking the bottom too, that's fun. Is that fun? That's so cool. Okay. Let's take that out. I think we're done with that for now. I'm gonna just let this dry. I mean, it's kind of still, you know, a little tacky. You got a little dampness happening. But like I said, I think once it dries, it'll stiffen up nicely. I mean, it's not doing too bad, really. Okay. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see while I put stuff in the pockets. So I might have to just go like this so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay. So I'm thinking, what if you put some paint brushes in here? This is a nice, big, stretchy, you know, because it's a sweater, so it's awesome. You know, put some fun art supplies in here for our China markers. I mean, you know, some pens. This would be a great paintbrush tote too, you know. And just like this, it's art supplies and stuff. Okay, so you got that in your pocket like that. Those are great. Okay, let's see. What can we put our fun little pocket here? You can just put some ephemera in here. I mean, anything you could think of. Got these fun little scissors. Those would be cool. They're my little stork scissors. So put some in there. You might need those for later. I like how it matches. That's fun. Okay. And then you got a little button pocket. So we'll put some fun things in here that you want to keep. You can grab out later, like say some stickers. Got some stickers we can stick in there. You know, and then we could grab those out later. Keep them safe with our little button. Don't want them falling out. Okay, so we got that. I mean, we got all this to go in it. And I'll be right back. I have my finished ephemera here. Just it's a big old, just Tupperware full of just finished stuff that I've made with you guys on camera and stuff. So I'm thinking, what if we just put a bunch in here? Here, let me glue that again. It's still kind of wet, so I think it's still gonna stick. It's just I'm rushing the process here. So we got some fun things that we can put in here. And we got some pumpkin. That's fun. Just whatever you can find, I mean, really. You could stick a lot of stuff in here. Maybe for what I'm using, I'll use this for. I mean, I'm getting overflowed on this one, so. Got some of my eco prints here, they're fun. Some of that. I made my little journal out of my digital, one of my digitals. That's cool. So just things like that, you know, just whatever you got hanging around here. I mean, look at that. You can get a lot in here. I mean, depending on what size of container you use, you know. So there we go. So look at that. It's a great little tote basket made from fabric. And you got your pockets on the side. I'm trying not to drop everything out of it, but you got your pockets to put your paint brushes, you know. Take an old sweater. See what old sweaters you got with a cool pattern on it that, you know, you don't wear anymore because it kind of hits your neck wrong or, you know, doesn't fit right, or you just had it in your closet forever. So go through those, you know. It'd be fun to do a Christmas, a Christmas sweater pocket and do a Christmas fabrics. Would be kind of neat. I'm also thinking of adding some Christmas fabrics to sell in my Etsy shop as scraps, like scrap fabrics. with just Christmas. Let me know what you guys think, and if you guys would be interested in that, and I can get those all set up and cut up and do that, and I'll do them 3 ounces at a time and stuff. I can sell them. Let me know. Comment down below. I'd love to hear from you guys, and if you could please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and you guys will see my next video when I post it. Like, comment, and share, and let's grow together. And keep on crafting.